Hello, my friends. I hope you'll be fine. Today, we're going to talk about our beautiful country, Brazil. We're going to talk about Brazilian art, we're going to talk about Brazilian sports, and we're going to talk about Brazilian landscape. But before do the activity, you have to read the text first, okay? So you have to read the text on the clue book, page 54, 55, and 56. Circle new words, look for their meaning, the translation, and take notes in the book, okay? So let's go. Please open your clue books on the chapter number 4. The chapter number 4 on the page 54. 54. On the page 54, we have the title, one picture, and one dialogue. Okay? Let's look at the title. This is Brazil. Can you understand? This is Brazil. This is our country. This is Brazil. So in the dialogue, we have 3 questions. The first question the girl asks, what kind of landscapes can we find in Brazil? Circle this word, landscape. What is landscape? Landscape, what is it? Landscape is a type of land. Is a way of describe a type of land. Like here, in São Paulo, we have many buildings. But in Rio de Janeiro, we have buildings and beaches. This is the landscape. In Amazonia region, we have many trees, forests, and rivers. This is the landscape. If you go to Maranhão, we have a lot of dunas, like desert. So this is the landscape, okay? So what kind of landscape can we find in Brazil? Many different landscape. We're gonna study in this chapter, okay? Question number 2. What do you know about sports in Brazil? What do you know about sports in Brazil? What is the most common sport in Brazil? This is very easy. If you answered soccer or football, perfect. Remember, soccer, American English, football, British English, okay? So, soccer is the most common sport in Brazil. But we also have volleyball, basketball, we have gymnastics, we have swimming, and we have a lot of other different sports here, okay? And the question number 3, what kind of art is produced here in Brazil? Art. Do we have art like painting in Brazil? Yes, we have many famous painters. Do we have songs? Yes, music, chorus. Do we have theater, soap opera, and movies? Yes, we do. Do we have graffiti or dancing or sculpture? Yes, we do. So in Brazil, we can find many different kinds of art. So in this chapter number 4, we're gonna discuss this kind of art, Brazilian sports, and Brazilian landscapes. Okay? So let's go. Please open your books on the page 55. No, please, sorry. 56. We are going to start with the Brazilian arts, okay? So you're going to read together the text, pay attention to the new words, pay attention to the pronunciation, okay? Pause the video, repeat the words, Pay attention to every single word pronunciation to help you. Then we're going to discuss the text, okay? Read and think, question number 1. So you have to read and think. This is exercise number 1. Painting, literature, music, dance, graffiti, sculpture, and architecture. There are many of art and different ways in which people express their culture in Brazil. Each city has arts that can represent them. When you walk on the street, look at the buildings and walls and you will see interesting street art. Listen to Brazilian songs and you observe how unique music is in each part of the country. Brazilian artists are famous all around the world. Monteiro Lobato is famous around the world and he has written Sítio do Pica-Pau Amarelo. Tarsila do Amaral, very famous, and she painted about Abapuru. Oscar Niemeyer, a very famous architecture. He designed many famous buildings, like the Eye Museum in Curitiba. So, what is your favorite type of art in Brazil? Okay? So, in this text, it is describing the kind of art we have. Okay? So, in the first part, we have painting. You know, painting, like painting. This is a painting. Okay? Literature, like Romeo and Juliet. This is literature. Hamlet, The Miserables. This is literature. Music, graffiti, dance, sculpture, and architecture. All these are art. So, painting is art. Literature, like books, novel books, Harry Potter, is art. Music, samba, folk, black, any kind of music, it is art. Dance, art, graffiti, art. So in Brazil we have many different kinds of art. Okay. Second part. There are many types of art in different ways in which people express their culture. So in South it's very common that people listen to rap. But in Northeast, it's very common that people listen to forró because it's that region. So each region of Brazil, South, Southeast, North, Northeast, West Center, they have their own culture, their own costumes. Okay? Let's go. When you walk on the streets, look at the buildings and walls. You will see interesting art. So if you go to Vila Madalena, for example, we have a lot of art in the street, in the walls. Or if you go to São Paulo downtown, like República, Sé, we have many architecture kind of art. So we can find many different art in every place in our city. Okay? Let's go. Brazilian artists are famous all around the world. So, Brazilian art and Brazilian artists, they became famous around the world, not only in Brazil. So, Tarsila do Amaral, a very famous painter, Oscar Niemeyer, a very famous architecture, they are famous not only in Brazil, they are famous abroad. They are famous in other countries out of Brazil too, because their art was so good and so representative and so spreadable that they went out of Brazil. Okay? And the last sentence of the text, it asks you, what is your favorite art in Brazil? My favorite, it is music, because I think Brazilian music, it is very good. What about you? Do you like Brazilian stories, Brazilian books? Do you like Brazilian paintings? Do you like the Brazilian architecture? Think a little bit and tell me what is your favorite art in Brazil, okay? Let's go. So, on the same page, we have exercise 2 and 3. Exercise 2, you have to read and complete. So, we have some sentences, they are missing some words. So, you have to complete from the text. So, look at the exercise 2A. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da, and ta-da-da are examples of types of art Brazilians make. So you have to look at the text and find the missing words. Okay. Exercise 2, we have to write the types of art these artists produce. Like Monteiro Lobato is a writer, so he produces literature, okay? So you have to think about Tarsila do Amaral, Oscar Niemeyer, and Elza Soares, okay? If you don't know who is Elza Soares, please type in Google who is Elza Soares, and you're going to see if she produces literature, or if she produces music, or if she produces painting, and so on, okay? So this is the exercise you have to do, ok? Então, meninos e meninas, como eu disse no início do vídeo, para acompanhar esse vídeo, vocês deveriam ter feito a primeira atividade que eu solicitei, que era a leitura dos textos, circular as palavras novas e procurar os seus significados. Depois de feito isso, assistir a esse vídeo e, por final, fazer os exercícios 2 e 3. O exercício 1 é só fazer a leitura mesmo, interpretação, como nós fizemos no vídeo. 2, vocês vão ler e completar. Então, essas frases todas são tiradas do texto. Vocês têm que observar no texto as palavras que estão faltando e completá-las. E no exercício 3, você tem que escrever a que cada tipo de artista produz a arte. Então, por exemplo, Monteiro Lobato produz literatura, porque ele escreve histórias, etc. Então, por exemplo, se fosse... não é brasileiro, né? Mas se fosse Leonardo da Vinci, o que seria? Né? Pintura e etc. Se fosse, por exemplo, William Shakespeare, literatura. Se fosse Michael Jackson, música e assim por diante. Né? Mas aqui, nesse exercício, foca nos brasileiros. Então, você tem que pensar de acordo com o texto. Se você não conhecer, faz uma pesquisa sobre quem é a pessoa e você vai saber o que tipo de arte ela produz. Todas, lembrando que devem ser respondidas em inglês. Ok? So, see you next video. Bye!